A gym owner thought he could judge someone based on their size. What he didn't know was that this tiny girl was about to change his life forever. And when you see what happens next, you'll never judge anyone by their appearance again. Before we dive into this incredible story that's been viewed over 50 million times across social media, let us know where you're watching from in the comments below. And smash that subscribe button because tomorrow we have another mind-blowing story that will restore your faith in humanity. It was a typical Tuesday morning in March 2019 at Elite Performance Gym in Beverly Hills, California. The sun streamed through the floor-to-ceiling windows, illuminating the high-end equipment that most people could only dream of using. This wasn't just any gym. This was where celebrities, professional athletes, and millionaires came to maintain their peak physical condition. Marcus Wellington, the 45-year-old owner of Elite Performance Gym, prided himself on running what he called an exclusive establishment for serious athletes only. Standing at 6'2", with an intimidating build from his own bodybuilding days, Marcus had a strict policy. His gym was for people who looked the part and could afford the premium membership fees. Marcus had built his reputation on being selective. He would personally evaluate every potential member, deciding within minutes whether they belonged in his world. To him, appearances mattered more than anything else. If you didn't look like you could deadlift twice your body weight or run a 6-minute mile, you weren't elite performance material. That morning, as Marcus stood behind the front desk reviewing membership applications, the electronic chime of the front door echoed through the spacious facility. He looked up and frowned. Walking through the entrance was a woman who, in his narrow view, didn't belong there at all. She was smaller in stature, wearing simple black athletic wear, not the designer fitness brands his usual clientele sported. Her hair was pulled back in a casual ponytail, and she carried herself with quiet confidence, rather than the flashy swagger Marcus expected from serious athletes. "Excuse me," the woman said, approaching the front desk with a warm smile. "I'd like to inquire about a membership here." Marcus barely looked up from his paperwork. "We're a high-performance facility," he said dismissively. "Our memberships start at $500 a month, and we require proof of athletic achievement or professional training background." The woman nodded politely. "That's fine. I'd love to learn more about your programs." Marcus finally lifted his head, giving her a once-over that made his judgment clear. "Look, miss," he paused, waiting for her name. "Williams," she replied simply. "Miss Williams, I'm gonna save us both some time here. This gym is designed for elite athletes, people who compete at the highest levels. We have Olympic medalists, professional football players, world-class boxers training here. I don't think this would be the right fit for someone like you." The few other gym members nearby had stopped their workouts, sensing the tension in the air. Some pulled out their phones, instinctively knowing something significant was happening. "Someone like me?" Serena asked, her voice remaining calm but with a slight edge. Marcus leaned back in his chair, his condescending smile growing wider. "No offense, but you don't exactly have the build of a serious athlete. This equipment requires a certain level of strength and conditioning. Maybe you'd be more comfortable at one of those fitness centers down the street? You know, Pilates, yoga, that sort of thing." A woman on the nearby treadmill audibly gasped. A personal trainer stopped mid-conversation with his client, recognizing the disrespect for what it was. Serena took a deep breath. "I appreciate your concern, but I think I can handle whatever equipment you have here." Marcus actually laughed. "Listen, tiny girl, I've been in this business for 20 years. I can spot real athletes from a mile away. You might think you're in shape, but this is a whole different level. I've got guys here who bench press 400 pounds, women who can run a 5-minute mile. This isn't some casual fitness club. The room had gone completely silent now. Everyone was watching, some recording, others simply stunned by Marcus's blatant dismissiveness. Serena reached into her gym bag and pulled out her phone. You know what, Marcus? You're absolutely right about one thing. This gym does have elite athletes. She held up her phone, showing him her Instagram profile. Marcus squinted at the screen and his face immediately went pale. You see, Serena continued, her voice growing stronger, I am Serena Williams. 23 Grand Slam singles titles, 4 Olympic gold medals. I've been ranked world #1 in women's tennis for 319 weeks. And you just told me I don't look like a serious athlete. The sound of dropping weights echoed through the gym as other members stopped what they were doing completely. Someone whispered, "Oh my God, that's actually Serena Williams." Marcus's mouth fell open. His hands began to shake as the reality of what he had just done hit him like a freight train. I, Marcus stammered, his face turning red with embarrassment and panic. Miss Williams, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. You had no idea because you judged me based on how you think an athlete should look, Serena interrupted, her voice calm but powerful. You assumed that because I'm not 6 feet tall or 200 pounds of muscle, I couldn't possibly belong in your elite gym. By now, the entire gym had gathered around. Personal trainers, clients, staff members, everyone was witnessing Marcus getting the reality check of his lifetime. This is exactly the kind of thinking that holds people back, Serena continued. You don't get to decide someone's worth based on their appearance. You don't get to determine who's elite enough for your space. Athletes come in all shapes and sizes, and champions are made from heart, not just from how they look. One of the members started clapping, then another, until the entire gym erupted in applause. Marcus stood there, his own prejudices completely exposed, knowing that this moment would define his reputation forever. The membership offer still stands, Serena said with a smile, but maybe you should reconsider who you think deserves to train here. As Serena walked toward the exit, she turned back one more time. Oh, and Marcus, next time someone walks through your door, remember that champions don't always look the way you expect them to. The video of this encounter spread across social media within hours, becoming a powerful reminder that true strength comes from within, and that you should never judge someone's potential based on their appearance. Sometimes the most powerful lessons come from the most unexpected teachers. If this story inspired you to never judge someone by their appearance, wait until you see what happens when a restaurant owner kicks out a homeless man, not knowing he's an NFL legend.
That story is absolutely incredible, and you can watch it right here. But before you do, if you enjoyed this story of justice being served, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we post these inspiring stories every single day. Your support helps us share more stories that matter. And if you can't get enough of karma stories like this one, check out our entire playlist of justice being served. Link right there. Thanks for watching, and remember, never judge a book by its cover. See you in the next story.